Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of Logic. The false cause fallacy is the topic of this video. A fallacy? What is a fallacy, you might ask? Well, a fallacy is an error or defect in an argument. These 22 logical fallacies are covered on this channel. The false cause fallacy is a fallacy of weak induction, which means the premise does not provide enough support to believe the conclusion. Now, the false cause fallacy is committed when the conclusion depends on a supposed causal connection, which probably does not exist. Now, there are actually 4 varieties of the false cause fallacy: post hoc ergo propter hoc, non-causa pro causa, oversimplified cause, and the gambler's fallacy. Now, the post hoc ergo propter hoc means after this, therefore on account of this. Post hoc is committed when the conclusion depends on the idea that two things are causally connected merely because one happens after the other. Now, non-causa pro causa means not the cause for the cause, which entails simply picking the wrong thing as the cause. It is committed when the conclusion depends on the idea that two things are causally connected merely because they happen over the same interval of time. Now, other ways to commit this fallacy would be to mistake the cause for the effect, or to select as the cause the wrong factor from a number of many factors. Now, the oversimplified cause is committed when a multitude of causes combine to produce an effect, yet only one of them is treated as if it were the only cause. And finally, the gambler's fallacy. This is committed when events in a game of chance are supposed to be causally related when in fact they are not. Now, for example, if Frank says, "I haven't rolled snake eyes in at least 20 rolls of the dice. Therefore, the next roll will certainly be snake eyes." Now, since one roll of the dice has no influence on the next roll, it is not more likely that he will roll snake eyes on the next roll. The following illustration will provide an example of the first 3 varieties of the false cause fallacy.
Do you think Officer White of the Highway Patrol will give us a ticket today?
Stop asking that. Every time you ask that, he's given us a ticket.
If he wants us to be better drivers, he should stop giving us tickets.
Well, I can agree with that. But I know how I can improve.
How?
Well, I'm going to buy a textbook on safe driving. Everybody I know who buys a textbook, they improve. All right, let's take a closer look at what just happened. Frank's first argument depends on the idea that Cindy's asking about a ticket causes Officer White to give them a ticket. Frank's argument illustrates the post hoc ergo propter hoc variety of the fallacy. The supposed causal connection is based on the mere fact that tickets have always followed Cindy's asking about them. Now, Cindy's argument depends on the idea that less tickets cause better driving, instead of the other way around. Cindy confuses cause and effect, so her argument illustrates the non-causa pro causa variety of the fallacy. Now, Frank's second argument, this depends on the idea that buying a textbook causes improved driving. But buying a textbook is only one factor among many factors that leads to better driving, like practice, focus, and self-control. Frank's argument illustrates the oversimplified cause variety of the fallacy. Remember, the false cause fallacy is committed when the conclusion depends on a supposed causal connection, which probably doesn't exist. See our other videos on logic. Comment, like, share, and subscribe, and have a great day.